Well, Happy New Year to you, and welcome back to the 84th episode of Under the Radar. I am thankful to be back today to cover another band, and I don't really have any new news at the moment other than I got my Embraceism coaching website up, so that's going. Go to samswansonmusic.com/store and get yourself some merch if you'd like. You can support me there if you'd like. And I have another business that I'm working on right now, which I can't really mention, but I'm excited to launch that site as well. So big year 2025. We're doing lots of diversifying. But in the last episode, I covered a band called The Brokedowns for my third time in this series. And I covered their release, 6 songs released by Cassette Deck Media. And I believe I've done 2 Cassette Deck Media catalog releases. I've done Vacation Bible School as well. Today is another band from that catalog. But before I get into that band, I wanted to mention that the drummer of the band, I met her first when she was playing in another band, a band that was actually label mates with Dorm Life on Duck Phone Records, a band called Grenade vs. Freight Train. And I remember going to see Grenade vs. Freight Train at Clearwater Theater for the Idiot Ego very first issue release party because they were covered in this issue. And that was a more grind metal, I don't know how you would call it, but Jenna's got a very aggressive metal influence to her drumming. Was notoriously known for being in a lot of different bands at one time. She was in high demand, and so she started another project with a gal named Natalie Wiseman, and they called this duo Heart-Shaped Hate. And today's release is entitled Bitch Please. It was released by Cassette Deck Media in 2008, and I believe it's the second release in the CDMC catalog. This was produced by Mr. Joe Gack, who also did that 6 songs EP, also of Meatwave fame. I was fortunate enough to get to play with Heart-Shaped Hate right at the beginning of, before this EP even came out, when in the second issue of Idiot Ego, Dorm Life played with them at Clearwater Theater, and they were interviewed in this issue as well, a nice little in-depth interview by the hilarious Jim Miller. Now, something to note about Heart-Shaped Hate, this is back in 2008 again, and prior to this, I wanted to say, I was going through these episodes of Under the Radar, and I was realizing how much their interview in Idiot Ego really did point out that women were not really involved with music much in our scene. There were some, but Jenna and Natalie were the first all-girl band. And I'm just trying to go back from my memory because I remember, I know I've mentioned in the past, Dorm Life, we used to tour and we played with this band from Baltimore, Maryland called Carmela's Game that had 2 gals in it, and it was fronted by a girl singer, but great band. We didn't have very many of those kinds of bands in our scene, like I said. So I was going back through the series and I was just trying to comb through who had girl members. In episode 30, I covered the Phoenix Rising. They had a female bass player. In episode 36, I covered the ska band, the Indecisives, and they had a gal, I believe, on saxophone or trumpet. I can't remember which of those instruments she played. And then episode all the way to 56, we got The Hush Sound with Greta as a piano player and lead singer of the band. And then in episode 69, we have Psalm 1, the first lady of Rhymesayers, as I covered. After that, episode 70, we had H2O Soul with a female member by the name of Cleva. And then Dorm Life, our second album, we added my sister on piano and some backups. That was episode 73. And then in episode 77, I covered Goodnight, Goodnight, where Tracy Morrison of Tall Tale joined her boyfriend, Matt Engers of Dr. Manhattan. And then in episode 80 is the Alarm Comp that I put out on my record label, ACR. And that featured H2O Soul and Ellen Loves Everything. I can't remember if there was a third group on there that might have featured a female, but you get a picture here because Jenna and Natalie pointed this out, that it was kind of a sausage fest in the scene. And make no mistake, both members, both Jenna and Natalie, are incredibly accomplished musicians at their instruments. And especially Natalie and those keys, the synths. I mean, the stuff that she played, you could just tell like she was trained to play the piano. It translated quite well into the synths that she did in this band. So I just wanted to, again, prop up. We got an all-female group here. I don't know how you would describe the style of Heart-Shaped Hate. When I think about it, I know that they have some labels on their Bandcamp, like grindcore and synth. Post-Riot Girl, that kind of makes sense after the whole Riot Girl thing. So they kind of fit in with that subgenre, if you will. Also, because it has this metal grindcore influence, because Jenna's playing drums, but then you got Natalie on these keys, and the keys kind of have like a distorted feel to them, or kind of a more abrasive feel to them. It's not like she's playing a Rhodes or something, you know? So the combination, there's no guitars, there's no bass, it's all just two gals making all these noises, and then you got times when it follows a more grindcore thing, and then there's times when it's more almost like circus music or something. And then the screams, like especially Natalie's voice in it, it's almost like the character, if you've ever seen the show Rugrats, Angelica, the little brat. It's almost like Angelica grew up and is screaming for the Locust or Phantomos or Melt Banana, maybe some Mr. Bungle vibes in there, but again, it's all its own. I don't think that you can really compare Heart-Shaped Hate to anybody but Heart-Shaped Hate. I've never heard anything quite like this. And I remember this was in a stack of 4 CDs that Jim Miller handed me to review when I was asked to do reviews for Feedback magazine for a minute there. And I didn't, not only did I have limited time, but I didn't have enough of a knowledge base of this band. And so before I get into the songs, I also wanted to say that Dave, aka Vaporize, who I've covered in the past, my bandmate of Boom Juice, he loved this band. I remember we played with them at Ian's party, and he got himself an EP, and he brought it back, and he was just raving about it while we were recording, I think, our second EP. And yeah, he just loved Heart-Shaped Hate. He thought it was one of the most original things he'd ever heard. So again, just want to give you your roses, ladies. And so let's go ahead and get into some of the songs on here. Let's start with the opening track, a song called Haircuts.
I'm made of cupcakes and dead animals, eating meat off my bones like a cannibal. Glass teeth, kitchen sink, plastic, my Siamese twins and a bird of me. Hell on the ideal queen, broke cute kitty that will make you green. Oh, baby, I have no shame, I won't stop on my house all day. I think you're just jealous, bitch, please. They got the dirt on me, they got the dirt on me, they got the dirt on me. You'll bury me, I love androgyny, I love androgyny. Tell me, do you stand up when you pee? They got the dirt on me, they got the dirt on me, they got the dirt on me. You'll bury me, I love androgyny, I love androgyny. Tell me, do you stand up when you pee? Now, who is the fucking creep? I don't think I got a new last name. Terror, violence, Barbie, bitch, it's brutal shit. Drugs and mystery, walking couture. I'm just generous, I'm not a whore. Fake as shit, cartoon character. I'm such a classy girl. Haircut, haircuts, 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 haircuts. I'm in both face, and there's a brain, sharp as the angle in your bangs.
Quite the abrasive opener. That's where you get the Bitch Please from the EP title here, is from the lyrics in that. Another song that I remember them playing live, playing with them at Clearwater Theater, I remember this song in particular was fantastic live. This song is entitled Grab Ass.
Breaking all your fucking bones. I am America.
That might be my favorite song by Heart Shaped Hate. However, the lyrics to this next song are probably my favorite lyrics by Heart Shaped Hate. And this song is entitled Louis Vuitton Tramp Stamp.
Sweet 16, superstar supreme. I am the teen dream. I killed the teen dream. Sweet 16, I'm gonna make you cream your pants with jealousy. I'm the bitch of bourgeoisie. You can't come to my birthday party. You can't come because you're ugly. You can't come. Dangerous, harmonic, contemporary. I'm gonna make the most of it. It's a fucking party. It's a fucking party. It's a fucking party. I don't cry, but I want to. That girl's something that this silly girl. Yeah, it's a touchdown on the day. I love it. On the day. I love it. Where are the chaperones? There, can you remember back to the dance of Dragon Ball? It's a fucking party. It's a fucking party. It's a fucking party. I don't cry, but I want to.
Such a hilarious song, biting that line from that famous song, It's My Party and I'll Cry If I Want To. Aiming it at the line like, I'm a princess, really resonates with me as a dude. Like, the whole princess culture bothers me, especially now that we're in this digital princess culture. I could rant about that, but this song really resonates with today, I think, especially. All right, so let's play one more. We'll play the closer. This song is entitled Magical Mustache Ride.
Let's go!
That might be the creepiest one on here. I can't differentiate if it's about eating meat, because I'm pretty sure they were vegans at the time, or vegetarian. I'm not really sure. It was a very popular thing amongst the punk community to be in that camp. I don't know if it's a song about that, or there's a double meaning to it, and it's about, you know, like the whole luring a child into like a, you know, with candy and toys and stuff like that, that whole imagery. It's like a horror movie. It's scary, but yeah, creepy. And it ends the EP. Her screams are like haunting, I feel like, on that song. So yeah, great job on this EP.
I know you want to have a Mariah Carey diva meltdown.
I do want to have that. I want to do it, but new year, new me. So, I'll just say this, because baby steps. They support me, so I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna be sarcastic. Thanks for having us play on Sunday. I gotta work at 6:30 tomorrow, so it's pretty awesome. I'm not gonna suck it up, I'm gonna complain. What? Diaper baby? Got my diaper on. Alright, let's give these monsters what they want. Us to stop. Do it.
I will say that this band went on to do 2 more releases, which I actually have one of them. A 7-inch. It was a split with a band called The Most Genuine Expression. Most Genuine Expression was on Duck Phone as well, along with Grenade for a Freight Train and Dorm Life, my band. I remember playing with Most Genuine Expression one time with Dr. Manhattan. I think I may have played with them one time at Clearwater for a Duck Phone showcase. Great band you should check out. They had 2 songs on here, Heart-Shaped Hate that is, and then they did another split with the band Bust, who I mentioned in the Broke Downs episode at the very end. There are 3 songs on that, and I believe that Heart-Shaped Hate actually went on tour with Bust through Japan. And there's a bunch of footage on YouTube you can find of that tour, a bunch of live footage of the band. Again, really good band. I think Cassette Deck has a really solid foundation as a label, even though they're not really putting things out right now or haven't for a little while. They set a solid foundation of art, I think, in our scene. And I'm proud of Jim Miller and all the people at Cassette Deck and all the bands. Very original, especially this band. I would say that this might be the most original thing I've heard. As I've qualified before, I'm not really into a lot of heavy music. There are some bands that I like that are heavier, but as a whole, I don't feel qualified to judge a lot of that kind of stuff. And I think the only other 2 bands that had any sort of like truly metal influence would have been After Project, who I covered in this series, and Starve and Arundel, as well as recently the Inocula episode. There's some of that grindcore influence in this band, and it definitely adds a variety to this series. And so I think it'd be very cool if they took this 7-inch and the Bust 7-inch and put them all together with this EP on maybe one 12-inch or something like that in the future. That would be cool. I think this band definitely deserves a little more cred and to be a little more on the radar instead of under the radar. Also, honorable mention here, a band that you may or may not know of. I have the split here with Chica X and He Who Corrupts. He Who Corrupts is sick. I mean, Chica X is awesome, but He Who Corrupts, I don't know if I've even mentioned them in this series, but very aggressive band and influential band in the Chicago area. You should check them out. Again, Cassette Deck Media for the win. All kinds of stuff you can find on Discogs of that label. Shout outs to Heart-Shaped Hate, Natalie and Jenna. Mad props for your talent, and I'm thankful that I got to play with y'all in Boom Juice and Dorm Life at the Ian's parties nearly 15 years ago, it seems, or something like that. It's crazy how time flies. Yeah, women in rock, or whatever you want to call this, pink metal as they label it. Great band, Heart-Shaped Hate. Check them out. Go get their releases on Discogs. And in other news, I am just gearing up to get my travel on, go out to the West Coast for my birthday, celebrate with my buddy Gons from Canary Cry Radio and Canary Cry News Talk, finish up the last details of the red tape. I have some artwork that's being worked on. I gotta get the layout done. I have to get the sequencing done. Just a few little things, and I should be prepared to release that, I would hope, before summertime this year. So I'm stoked. I feel like 2025 is where it's at. This is a good year. A lot of things on the horizon. So I will be back soon with another episode. I think I'm covering Bright Like Japan next, and then Victorian Halls, and I'll probably take a little break until I do 2 longer episodes. I'm excited to cover Boom Juice, one of my groups with Vaporize, our debut full-length Sleepless in Chicago, and then a great band which just got back together to play 2 shows at the Bee Kitchen back-to-back, and I'm sorry that I missed them, but I'm going to be covering their second full-length on Cassette Deck Media, Jam Dreams. Dr. Manhattan, one of my favorite bands ever, and this record is, I have a lot to say about it. I think it is an extremely underrated and unappreciated record, and so I'm gonna make it a little bit longer an episode, I think. Those 2 will be longer. The next 2 episodes, though, before that will be a little shorter. So hopefully I can pack those in the next couple weeks. So again, go to samswansonmusic.com/store if you want to support me, if you need any help with any sort of goals for the year or your life, or you're trying to detach from some hard things and you want to replace those things with something positive. I'd be happy to help you with the tools that I've gleaned and been trained in as an emotional success coach. So I'll be back soon, and thank you for your time.